Okay, today is the 19th of January 2011. I'm going to show you, first of all, what a beautiful day it is here. The snow is lightly falling. Trees are majestic. It was actually very warm today. It was over 40 degrees. Anyway, this is a tutorial on turning on the heater in the cellar, the furnace. Now, this is a non-vented heater, so that means it's burning the propane all the time. And you have to keep a window open. I usually crack this window. As you can see, it's just a little bit because propane is such a moist heat, it'll really create a lot of moisture in here. And I crack this window too, just to try to get a little cross ventilation right there at the top. So anyway, you come over here to this unit, and the first thing you do is you make sure that this is the gas line. There's a shutoff here. That's off. See, it's blocking it. Turn it this way, and the gas can flow. If you're doing this for the first time after you haven't been here for a while, you have to give it a minute or two to let the propane come through. And then there's a spot here that says pilot on here. It's in the off position now. Then you've got pilot, 1, 2, and 3, and that's your sparker. So what you'll do is, again, if it's the first time, you'll push it down into the pilot position, hold it down. You'll have to wait about 20 or 30 seconds to let the air that's in there go through. And then you spark by pushing this. And if you look down here, you'll see this little unit spark and catch. Now, I think you can see the flame there. Now you have to keep holding down the whole time, and after it's lit, you have to hold down the pilot in the pilot position so the pilot light will warm up the sensor and allow the pilot to stay on. It'll keep the gas flowing. Let me try letting go. All right, yeah, just let go of it like that. And it stayed on, so that means it's good. Then you depress it again a little bit. Go to the number 1 position. Try that again. And then the first burner will light up. I hope you can see that. If you go to the number 2 position, the other 2 burners, now you've got 3 burners going. If you can see that. And the last position gives you all of them. Now this will heat up this cellar, even with the windows open a little bit. When you first come down, you crank it, you get it going for a few hours, and it'll get it up to about 45, 55 degrees. Maximum 55, I think. But once it gets all set up, you bring it back to just the number 1 position, and that single burner will keep it at about 45 degrees down here, even with the windows open. You're going to check it, but do it. The other thing I want to show you is, here's the water heater. This is the thermostat, obviously. About 6 o'clock with this little white arrow is off. I bring it up to where there's a little nib right there, and that's just about right for hot water. Then the flow of the hot water is over here. This is the pump, or all the water, not the hot water. The water comes in into this pump, gets pushed through here, or this pressurizer. I think that's a pump down there. And again, you've got this valve here. This is straight up and down, so the water will flow. Now, like that, at 90 degrees, it is blocked. The water cannot come through. When you come up here, it'll be in that position, most likely. And then when you first start it up, you want to do it very, very slow, at maybe like that, just so it just barely trickles in. It'll come up and it'll fill the water heater first, and then it'll start going through the pipes. But especially after it's been sitting like that for a long time cold, you want to go very, very slow. This is after hours. Talk to me about this. After hours of letting this place warm up, and with the faucets open upstairs. And by the way, this switch up, I hope this, shoot, oh gosh dang it. Okay, so this is the panel here. When it says here, water on, this switch here, that's off. When you come up, it'll be like that. Again, you turn this on, it'll turn the pressurizer, pressure unit on, as well as the pump, and it'll start pumping water immediately. You also have to make sure that this valve here, the blue handle, is closed, or the water will come out rushing out down there. I usually leave that open. That's the first thing to do. And as well, on this, that little white knob is has to be closed as well. To the right, clockwise closes, counterclockwise opens. Another thing that you have to check before you do anything is over here. Again, that's shut off right there. You got to make sure that's closed. Don't wrench them. Just make sure they're tight, snug. And over here is another. This is a ball type. You can see the yellow handle. I've got that turned off now as well. You don't want the water running out into the faucet. Those are the outside faucets. doing that. So that gives you a quick overview of what it's like. There it is with one burner. You can see pretty good going. Okay, that's how you kind of open the camp. It takes practice. Make sure we do it together first. Thanks.